record this
Wait, why is
demo class.
Okay,
I think more families will be interested in reviewing this class because some of them cannot make it.
Sure. Okay, thank you.
Thank
for
you, John.
reminding me.
It was wonderful to see you.
Good. Thank you for reminding me to record. Well, Shafe will send you the link.
Thanks, John.
Wait, why is everything black?
Okay, guys, we're gonna start now. So what we'll do is we'll mute everyone's microphone while Brent is presenting a project. And then when you like to speak, just turn your microphone on, okay? If you have a question, one at a time, you can either raise your hand, and if we see you on the screen, we'll turn your mic on.
Zoom in.
Okay. So welcome to the Build It Yourself Laboratory. I'm John. I'm the chief engineer at Build It Yourself Art and Technology Rule. So we're all about making contraptions, building computer games, and making them look way cool. So Brent's going to introduce a couple of projects to you, a Scratch project and our Minecraft project. Brent?
So the way we're gonna do this is the first half we'll introduce Minecraft, and then the second half we'll introduce Scratch. When we get to the Scratch part, we actually want you guys to do an activity with us. I'm gonna share my screen. And all right, can you guys see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay, awesome. So first, I'd like to introduce Minecraft 101. This workshop primarily focuses on architecture and design. So at Build It Yourself, we always have a problem and a mission to every project we do. So the problem in Minecraft 101 is that we're a group of hotshot, ambitious, creative thinkers who live in a land controlled by gnat-brain, pigeon-gut weasels. So think of it like...
Who knows what a gnat-brain, pigeon-gut weasel is?
That's a guy who's basically pretty much like,
That's an evildoer. That's a bad guy.
I played Minecraft before, so I don't know anything about it.
Okay. Just want to make sure. Gnat-brain, pigeon-gut weasel is a bad guy.
Yeah, that guy's like.
Great.
Wait, that guy is also kind of like, well, not so smart.
That's right. Exactly. Not so smart. Perfectly put. Okay, Brent, sorry for interrupting.
No, jump in. We'll tag team it. All right, so the mission is we want to migrate to a new world. We want to build a utopian land full of exotic gardens, majestic structures, and funky contraptions. At the center of this civilization, we want to build an inventor's laboratory that will attract the brightest minds in the universe. So essentially, we're living in a place where there's a bunch of people we don't get along with, and they don't really like to build, they don't like to be constructors. So we're going to build our own place. We're going to build some way cool stuff to attract people that like to build.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
Sorry, Steve, I just muted you. Go ahead.
I usually play survival, but I'll try to do creative this time.
Great.
All right. Yeah, with creative, you can build a lot more things and use Minecraft more as a tool. Actually, at Build It Yourself, we have a few different levels of Minecraft, but what we're offering in the fall is the 101 program. But we use Minecraft as a design tool, and we even use it for electrical engineering and build circuits in some of our more advanced courses. So yeah, I think you'll really like creative mode once you try it out. All right, so with every project we do some research because we follow a rigorous engineering process.
I can unmute myself, you know that.
Yeah. All right, so basically we will look up some other...
You can always unmute yourself.
Unless if you do a special one.
Yeah, I can do. Let's get through the presentation though. I think you guys will really like some of the stuff we'll show you. All right, so with all of our projects, we do research because we like to follow an engineering process, which already starts with looking at what other people have done for inspiration. Good things like some of the amazing civilizations, and then we look at the bad things, like this beautiful McDonald's, worn out sign, right? If you think what represents a civilization that doesn't have not-brain citizens, fast food with 10 billion burgers served.
Make the same thing, but the sign isn't really that long.
1 second. It's not. Wait, it says 10 billion burgers served by our surly teenage employees.
Yeah, see, that's basically, the difference between something beautiful architecture and then something you just don't want to see when you're driving down the street, right? When you want to have a civilization that's gonna inspire creative builders to show up, I don't think the picture on the right's gonna do that.
Surly is bad. Teenagers are worse, but surly teenagers are one of like the worst things.
You sound like a parent. No, the teenagers. I'm just kidding. So we have the like some Hall of Fame examples that we'll find when we research things that other people have built that can inspire us. And like look at these entranceways, like these arches. Would you rather have a boring doorway or something like this for your Minecraft build?
A suspicious store. I would have that.
I'd like to have.
You can make the same thing.
I'd like to have an archway like this in front of my house.
I wouldn't want that. I would want a suspicious store.
No, and I would like one that's like pretty that's safe.
You can build a house without even building a house.
I would rather have a
about cool materials. And then outside of just like how strong or weak the door is, we'll teach you guys all about different types of architecture, different design styles. We'll look at some existing real life architecture, and then we'll set our own measures for success.
Hey, it's a parrot.
Yeah, one of our members actually built this after we showed them some cool techniques.
I can't download Minecraft on my Chromebook.
No worries. We can take that. We can take care of that before the workshops if you want to take them. So at Build It Yourself, we keep a lab book. So a lab book, I don't know if anyone's ever heard of Leonardo da Vinci, but he's a pretty famous lab book creator.
Yes.
Yeah, he has like a lot of cool inventions and drawings inside of his lab book, and they're pretty famous. So at Build It Yourself, we create our own lab book where we document what we do, but then we also document our research.
Oh, I see my deal.
And then we put in the builds we make. Anything that you think is way cool.
Hey, that's a lion.
Yes, it is.
No.
Hey, why is there bricks on the back?
So we just use different materials for it. And
I
then we'll create that laboratory we talked about, right?
Wait, why can't you do why can't you just do a server? So that everybody can like
Hey, let's keep driving through the agenda though. I just want to make sure we have enough time
I
for
want
that.
to tell you something.
Let's hold that
You
till
can
the end.
actually make a house without even making a house.
Right. So I'm just gonna explain real quick. We also do we follow an architecture like process. So like we'll come up with a list of activities for that inventor's laboratory we talked about. Think about everything we want to do. This is my lab book, an example of one. Think about the way you want to lay things out in a bubble diagram, turn that into a floor plan, and then we begin designing in Minecraft where we will lay out that floor plan and begin to build. So when we say that we keep a lab book, it's actually part of our process. And with Scratch, you'll see that we also use it because we use PowerPoint as a drawing tool, and we'll create all of our artwork for the game inside of PowerPoint. So we build several things in 101. One's a way cool entranceway, because whenever you think of somewhere cool, like Disneyland, think about the entrance to Disneyland, and it's pretty cool, right? Inspires you. Then we have landscaping. So we'll talk about how we should landscape and have green space.
Okay. Break
Mute
mission.
by- Okay, I'm on mute. Okay, so towers and statues. It will create monuments that represent a civilization through our design process and our build process. So what we're going to do right now for a few minutes is I'm going to show you how to make a cool archway. The door on the right is way too boring for us. So we want to make something more magnificent. So these inspire me. I hope they inspire you versus this. So I'm going to stop sharing for a moment and share with fluency mode. Basically the video will be smoother than, okay. So this is where I want you guys to interact a little bit. And what's in chat box? Someone put their favorite color down. Whoever I see first, I'm gonna work around that.
I saw all of your videos and you built a lot of things.
All right.
I saw you build a Mickey Mouse house and also a Paw Patrol thingy.
That's right.
Why do you have a bow and arrow?
Oh,
Okay, he's
so that's
arrows.
slightly unrelated, but you know what? This is actually a good
that just
chance to
for
explain our growth
prevention?
path. We start off with something simple.
Hey, where's everybody gone?
So I think everyone's still in here. No, so we start with something simple, but then we'll work on doing something like, utilizing, target blocks. We have T flip-flops, and we do a lot of cool engineering stuff. After our 101 course, if everyone likes it, we might be able to do some more advanced, like redstone kind of stuff with engineering after, as like another workshop. So let's focus on the building part though, for like the entranceway, because we still want to show you guys a lot of really cool stuff in Scratch.
Wait.
So I'm not sure if anyone's putting
Hey.
blue. Okay, I see blue, red, green, black, orange, blue. First ones were blue and orange. Alice and Anna were the first two people to put it in there.
Excuse me?
Yes.
Are you a YouTuber?
No. Like I have yeah.
I just saw you, my little brother just saw you build the, Paw Patrol lookout tower.
I don't think, that might have been somebody else that looks like me.
Well, I don't know if it's you or somebody else.
I think it might have been somebody else. But they sound pretty cool.
You use
playing.
quartz.
So I'm gonna use quartz as kind of like a neutral color.
Or
And
you
I'm gonna use,
then you could have used like
Quartz.
golden blocks and diamond blocks.
Why don't wait?
Blue.
I don't like wool colors. Can you switch them with concrete?
sure,
Because they're more like smooth.
that's fair. Those do look cooler.
What's concrete?
This is orange concrete.
Concrete's pretty hard to explain.
You see,
Okay.
sand concrete.
So one thing that's really hard to do for some people is to think about curves when it comes down to architecture, and pre-planning your build can kind of help. So to make an archway, we can start with building up one half of it.
Are we using Scratch to do this?
Oh, we're gonna show you some Scratch stuff too. after.
Are we using Minecraft to actually just?
That archway looks a little bit too wide, actually.
Too wide. Well, we're gonna make it really cool.
Maybe a little taller. Make it a little taller, and it will be better.
A little bit taller.
Yeah.
Or you could just put.
Or
Or
slide.
you could just make it taller and bigger, and put diamond blocks and emerald blocks on it.
Don't put valuable stuff. That just looks.
It looks cool.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's.
That's way too small.
Too small. Well,
So
the
make
cool thing is
make
you think
a
our
very
workshop will have
big
a lot
archway,
more
but
time
I
to
actually like it. Very cool. I mean, it's way too big. Or you could have just put a painting in there and you just walk through the painting. Are you making a moat?
So what I'm thinking is we can make a wall that looks really cool with the arch. So it's like a really grand entrance. And we can use stairs to smooth this out.
How you just? That was my idea.
To use stairs?
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
If you just use stairs under, like that, it would look cooler. Yeah, but then there's a problem. The top. The underside.
Very cool.
But there's a problem. The underside of the top should have a slab. Like there. Make the whole ground out of slab, so you wouldn't need torches. A block. A block, not a slab, so it looks more. Actually, that looks fine. There's actually a way to not let mobs spawn in your house without torches.
So one thing I like to do when I build,
you just place down a pattern, then put port on them.
Why is there lava? Wait, what is that?
Use many other sources of light. You can
It's a pattern.
or glowstone.
yes.
Definitely a pattern.
So I saw
How about you make
public
a secret pathway in there? That will require complicated redstone. We're not ready for that yet. Maybe I can do it. Maybe not.
You could do this on your own Minecraft account.
But my mom and dad doesn't let me play video games except for
Then you can make it out scratch yourself.
Wait, the secret entrance way could basically be those blocks are actually like those blocks could actually be like sand and gravel. But that's way too easy to get in. Also, it wouldn't hold well. Or you need sticky pistons.
I love it. It's got
that.
lots of detail. It's an unusual shape. It's colorful.
You can do that too.
Using multiple materials. It's the start of an unusual structure. It makes you want to go inside because it's not your ordinary rectangle. So when at Build It Yourself, we want you to think about adding detail to your design,
How about you put
adding
torches on
color
the
to your
sides of
designs,
it?
and
Or you
using
could have just
usual
made a
shape.
whole town in there. Hey, put slabs all over there so mobs can't spawn on there. Also how about you just put like dispensers on there? And
Well, you could build something like this on your own. Brent is just showing you the basics of designing an entrance to your laboratory that looks unusual. It's not average.
but I can't play
Just
Minecraft.
stop arguing.
If you take our Build It Yourself Minecraft project, we'll send you instructions on how to set up Minecraft.
Oh, great.
And then we'll teach you how to design and think like an architect. It's a process. It's a very methodical process that an architect uses to get a design that really works well.
I really want to see scratch. I've made a lot of projects already.
Can you put
Right.
dispensers on there so you can shoot stuff?
Stop arguing.
So we're gonna switch to Scratch in a few minutes. I think you guys get the idea. Within a matter of just a few minutes, we have something that's looking pretty cool, right?
Wait, hey.
Now we suggest that you think about
Wait.
putting some landscaping on it.
How much time
Every proper castle,
equals?
every proper laboratory should have a pond and a flower garden. It should have maybe a place to play soccer
Can you
or
just make-
basketball.
And can you make whatever you want?
Somebody stop arguing.
So we'll teach you like, a few different projects that could be used to make, a way cool place.
Wait, can you make what you want? I just sent you a message and it said that you unlocked a new block.
Yeah, I did. Right.
So basically, we'll be showing you like a few specific projects that will help create. Basically, we're gonna build to the problem and the mission to create a civilization.
If you have time, can you show us the new Nether upgrade? No one is coming here to start intruding your little building. That's cool.
All right, looking good, Brent. So you get the idea, guys.
It's supposed to have a defense. It's supposed to defend. Build this in your own Minecraft.
When you finish
It
the
does look stylish, but it's supposed to have a defense attack. Can you mute the defense? Can you mute everyone?
That's what I'm doing right now. So in the process of developing your build-it-yourself laboratory, we'll guide you through certain challenges to build an entranceway, to build a statue, and then to build your laboratory and to landscape it. And we'll guide you through the same process that an architect uses to design a building. So this is Minecraft 101. Be a famous architect. Fantastic. Okay. So Brent, shall we show a little bit of Scratch?
Yeah, definitely. All right. So
I know you guys are eager Minecraft builders, so you'll have a chance to exercise your own ideas once you learn the basics of how an architect thinks.
I'm actually a better Scratch builder.
Okay.
Wait, what?
All right. So the next project is Scratch trivia games. So some of you guys said you played Scratch before, right? You made games on Scratch, coded?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay.
I'm like an intermediate. I don't know. Or
Nice,
maybe
nice.
beginner. Can you just start it now?
Yeah, so at Build It Yourself, we don't just focus on one component. When it comes down to our technology projects, we focus on the art and the engineering side. So if you've done some Scratch before, this workshop will still have like art aspects, like how to draw vector graphics that you can then import into your game and how to animate, but it also has the code inside to it. And we also focus on several components of our game. So we'll get to that in a moment. So like we said, every project has a problem and a mission. And I think I saw this particular problem in the chat box. Problem number 1, many parents don't like you to play computer games. Anyone here have that problem?
Yes.
Everybody has this problem, Brent.
Yeah, my mom still calls me to tell me to get off the computer. No, I'm just kidding.
Me.
All right, so our mission, we need to convince our parents that we're gonna learn valuable skills by playing and programming computer games. So parents say, hey, don't play too many games because they think it's gonna rot your brain. But if you can show them that you're gonna learn skills that will help you in the current and future world, knowing how to program, how to use technology.
My mom already downloaded some typing games for me so I can learn.
Nice, exactly. The more of those kind of games and the more you can show your parents that you learn from games, the more often they'll let you play games.
Me too.
Yeah. And then another problem, who likes tests?
Another game too. I have 3 games. One is for typing. I just get over my tests. I skipped a test in my 2nd grade math class. You couldn't even do addition. Duh.
All right, so I heard someone say they skipped a test. So I think you think tests are ugly too. So that's our second problem, that tests are pretty ugly. And we want to make tests fun. We want to turn them into computer games. So instead of having a boring test that has bubbles and you just color them in, that's probably the most fun of this kind of test is, the coloring in the circle. Tests are often ugly, they're boring and stressful. So what we want to do is make tests into computer games. We want to be able to, test somebody's knowledge, but have it inside of a video game. So like I was mentioning earlier, for anyone that does program already, there's still the graphic side, the writing side, and the side with audio that we do. For anyone that is more of an artist but hasn't programmed, you can learn the programming. We focus on all 4 components of a good game. We make sure we have a storyline, we have really cool graphics and animations, we have sound effects and music, and we program really good game logic. If you're missing one of these, oftentimes you won't get a good game. So to complete our game, what we're going to do is draw characters, animate them, create backgrounds and other objects. We'll create title and storyline slides. We'll have questions. They could be, just math questions. They could be riddles or puzzle questions. We'll write the code to create the game, to actually allow the person to interact and measure the answers and so on. We'll add in some sound effects and then we'll polish up the code. So again, we have the lab book, and in this case, we use the lab book for drawing pretty aggressively. That's where all our animations will happen. We'll write a cool storyline, the characters, animation, like we just kind of went through that project plan, the backgrounds, objects that fall, title screens, instructions, story screens, our questions or riddles, and then our code and sound effects. So what I'm going to do is quickly show you our trivia game, and then we're going to do a Pong game challenge, where we're going to challenge you to hack the game. Let me pull up, I think it's here. Okay, so here's a trivia game that I made. This is a kind of a simple math game. Math game, but then there's one regular question in here too, to kind of show off how you can do either. So I'm going to start my game. So the character gives me the instructions. There's going to be an apple that falls. If I answer the question right quickly, I get the point. If I don't, this character is going to get the point. So I'm starting the game. So this is quizzing me.
16.
All right. And the next one's a hard one. Let's say yes. Okay, I didn't get that point. But our code will be able to tell if we have, more questions right than this character. And it said I win. There's some sound effects, but I didn't share with the audio. And then I have this little character. This character was drawn in PowerPoint. So we'll teach you how to draw way cool, like aliens, dinosaurs, whatever you're into. We'll show you some really cool techniques. And you'll be able to create backgrounds and characters. So not just the code.
Hey, can you change your character now?
Sure.
How do you add comments? Like, I know how to add them, but I don't know how to attach them.
Do the chicken guy.
Wait.
Lots of questions. I can tell we have some eager scratchers here, Brent.
Yeah.
We're going to give you a challenge shortly, and so you'll have a chance to exercise your scratch knowledge in just a few minutes.
You're uploading a lot of sprites.
Yeah, these are all things that we drew in our workshops that we showed kids how to make. So even like this chicken character, this was all, we drew it from a curved line tool, which is a special tool that actually, like in Scratch, I don't think they have anything like it where you can make vectors as good as this. They have these paint type of tools, but it's really easy to get like kind of wavy looking lines. Let's see. Yeah, so like you have to draw a curve first, and then you have a lot of points you can edit, and this is really hard to use. So we teach you how to draw vectors like a pro and create cool graphics you can export into Scratch. So the art side's pretty huge, and then the coding side's pretty big too. So we have a lot of different code, broadcasts. You'll learn a lot about programming, programming primitives, like series and parallel code that executes different ways. You'll learn about loops. So what we're gonna actually challenge you with is a Pong challenge because we're not gonna have enough time to
Actually,
make a whole game.
can you just like add a fourth question?
Yeah, actually, that's one of the things that we'll show you is like the final game will usually have 5 questions. So we'll show you how to actually modify this template, how to build it and then expand it. So that way you understand every part of it.
The game you like the G-Pon thing, it was actually a remix of the remix.
Gotcha. So I think one of the things, if I recall right, John, jumping on this one, there's several types of games that the MIT actually identified that were really useful for demoing and using Scratch, kind of teach coding. And I believe Pong was in that list, right, John?
Right, that's right.
Yeah, so there's a little bit of a story behind why Pong was selected as a good hacking challenge for us. So I think the sample teams actually might have been one of the original uploads. So I'm going to take this link, I'm going to copy this and put this in the chat box. And without cheating first, we want to give you guys a few minutes to see who can get the highest score. So to play this game, just click the green flag. It will load up. Every time it hits the paddle, it will bounce. But every time you get a point, it's going to start going faster and faster. You see the speed increases. Eventually, it gets really hard. The highest score was 37. So let's see if anyone can match or beat that.
Hey,
Then we're going to hack the game.
Did you just click the thing you just click the game?
And it loads, yeah. So when you click the game, you can start playing it.
I said if you just click the blue thing you just typed in chat.
Yes, click the blue thing in chat. That's the direct link to the game. If you click that, it should open up in your web browser.
Hello?
Hello.
It's not a blue thing on my Chromebook.
So I'm gonna put a timer up.
What about that page? Like but where's the game? Oh, I got Scratch.
All right, so the link to the project, basically I'm gonna copy, let me actually stop sharing for a second. The chat's easier to find. If you look on the right side of the screen, you should see it pop up in the chat box.
I hear
I'm
someone
playing
who's
the
already
game
launched
right
it.
now.
So everyone give that a click. It should load up. And I'm gonna share the timer again.
So we'll see who gets the highest score in 5 minutes.
I've done 16.
I'm on 10, 12, 13.
37 is the
So
record.
let's do this. Oh my gosh.
Hey, if you lose, how do you do it now?
Hit the green flag and start over again. Hit the green flag to start over again.
What are we doing?
Start over again.
Hero, share you the link.
Game is fun.
It's fun and it gets really hard once it goes too fast.
I got 6 score. Dummy, you're supposed to hack it.
Well, we're gonna hack it next.
I think 5.
This is cool.
32 someone has. Pretty good.
I have 4 right now because I just lost 2 times.
Well, keep trying. That's the build it yourself spirit. You have to try
Okay,
many
I'm back
times
to
before
1
you
because
get it right.
I'm back to 0. Then I'm 2 because I.
Uh, okay. 2.5 minutes, guys, and then we'll show you how to hack the game.
So you're gonna show us how to hack?
How to go inside of Scratch and change the game so that your score can be higher. That's your challenge.
So can you see our score?
So if you've gotten higher than 37, which is the record, then you can click the button that says see inside and start inspecting the code.
30 what?
37 is the record.
So I beat the record, I win?
Well, it would be great if you could beat the record.
Oh, what are you doing?
Okay,
Is that
one
the
more
highest
minute.
record someone made?
One more minute, guys.
So I'm going to continue.
Pong is one of the original computer games.
I just did 12, the same I did before.
Okay, well, 12 is a good starting point.
I'm sure the person who set the score of 37 didn't get 37 their first try.
All right. Okay, guys, just a few more seconds, and then we'll show you how you can go inside of Scratch, inside of this game, and change the code. And that's what you really learn.
I already know how to.
Well, go ahead. See if you can change the code, and if you have an idea, you can share it with everyone else.
I was 9 now.
Okay. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off. Okay. How many people got more than 37? You can put in in the chat box if you got more than 37. Okay. So Brent, you like to share your screen and let's show everyone how they can go inside of the code?
Can you guys see my screen?
Yep.
I see.
Okay.
I see your screen, but I haven't seen my. I can't do what I can do because I can't play my game that you already downloaded for me.
Well, if you go into the chat box, Scarlett, you'll see the link to Scratch, and then you just have to click on the button that says see inside.
I got inside. I got inside.
Great.
Found it.
Good. Now, once you go inside, Brent will explain how the code is organized.
I can't really move it.
Okay.
All right, so let's go
Scarlett,
over the.
just watch for now.
Things.
All right, so we're gonna go over the basics controls of like how you can move things around in Scratch a little bit, and then also how the code is set up. So first thing, Scratch is a drag and drop code in builder. So it's like a visual script. So you can left click and you can drag pieces and they'll snap together. It's like Legos almost. They just click together. And then if you need to separate them, you can pull them apart. You can click inside anywhere you see these like little bubbles of text and you can adjust it. And you're able to see different types of programming based on what you click. So like events are triggers. A trigger is like when something has to happen before code executes, like a button press.
Can you make
score
it
reaches a certain number.
now?
Yeah, if you know what to do, go for it. Go for it. Anyone that
I did Scratch before.
Okay, yeah, so try and hack the game to make it easier. But I just want to explain to anyone who hasn't done it before, at least the basics, so they can try the hacking challenge. All right, so basically, we have that. There's controls, which are like loops, or they have delays and stuff like that. Sensing can tell if like you touch something, if you're near the edge, or it basically gives feedback based on like position of a character, of a mouse, if things are on top of each other. Sounds are, like music, sound effects, and stuff like that. Looks are how the characters, like sprites or backgrounds, would look. Motion moves stuff around.
16.
All right. Then we have variables. Those hold like values, like the number, score, and stuff like that. It's data that changes. Operators, you might know from math, like addition, subtraction, greater than, equal to. So this can kind of do math or measure if something's bigger than something or smaller than something. So this is kind of where everything is. And then there's also costumes, where you can change how something looks. Like you could, for instance, a good hack might be to change the paddle size. And Scratch has a drawing tool. So,
How do we play again?
click the green flag to play.
Well,
So our first challenge to you guys.
First, I already played it, but I lost, so I only got 16 points, but I don't know how to play again.
Click the green flag above the game. There's a little green flag next to a stop sign. If you click that, you should be able to play it.
I can play it. Well, I was playing it, but now when I lost, I can't play it again.
Okay, we'll help you with that in a moment. Just to set the first challenge, try to increase the size of the paddle so it's easier to hit the ball. So let's see if anyone can complete that challenge. Make the paddle bigger.
I already did that. What if we make the ball huge?
You could make the ball huge, maybe make the ball slower.
See,
I
want to start my use the Bentley sprite as the vector.
All right, so let's go one at a time. Let me stop sharing. Someone said they increased the paddle size. Feel free to share your screen and show us how you did it.
See inside. All right. This is. We can't see your screen shared.
Yeah, to share your screen, just move your mouse over like where I'm talking. And there's a green button at the bottom that says share screen.
Oh, wait a second.
Right. Well, if you're not sure, it's okay. We'll, like when we actually have the workshop, we'll show you guys how to use Zoom. It'll be smaller class size and stuff too.
I don't know how to share the screen when we press the share screen button.
Gotcha. So to share the screen, after you click the share screen button, I'll take a screenshot real quick of this. Let me share with you guys first. Actually, give me 1 second. I want to take a picture that's bigger. Okay, so just real quick to show you guys how to use Zoom a little bit. If we click on share screen, you'll see this basically.
Yeah.
Down below, this is the green button we're talking about to share your screen, to show us.
I see it.
And if you click on that, you'll get this kind of a pop-up. You want to choose the one on the top left. Almost always the one on the top left is best. And then click the blue share button. So green button down below, click on the screen you want to share, which should be the first one, and then click the blue button. So 1, 2, 3. So let me stop sharing.
See
I made the paddle bigger, but I increased the speed.
Could everybody see my scared screen?
Yeah, I see it now.
Okay, cool. So over here, I'm just going to add a few stuff. Okay, over here. Now I'm just going to, if you're like clicking the mouse, then it'll go anywhere your mouse goes. That's what I just did. So that you can like suddenly move your thing around. And I also like made the ball really smooth using Victor mode and have a little effect with it. Let's see. Cool. I'll just click this one. And then I'm just going to add a little sound effect thing. Background. Oh. Sound. Let's choose a sound. Let's get to. I do not know what you're doing. Okay, let's see.
Let's see. So I like that you're adding in sounds, but if anyone hacks the game to make it easier.
Actually, I made the paddle green, so because I like green.
Did I share my sound?
I heard some music play. Yeah.
Like, could you guys hear my sound?
I did, but hey, actually, let me share with you guys one last thing. And I want to do this because we're gonna open up to Q&A for any parents. So, real quick, what you can do is you can make the ball. Like, here's a few quick hacks. One is you can go to costumes, and we can.
My score is over 100 now.
So I can click on the paddle. I could just make it wider. Now I have a much higher chance of hitting it. For the ball, if I go to code, where it says change speed by 1, I could say change speed by 0. It will never go faster. I could say change score by 1. I can make it change by 100. And if I want to, do one last little hack, I can make the paddle always go to the ball.
Why
So
can't
instead of follow the mouse.
Why can't I record the sound?
These are the kind of things we can help you with during the actual workshop series. Okay, so that's just a few quick hacks. So I'm gonna stop sharing. So guys, it was really great building. So if you guys take the workshop, we can totally help you build more.
I'm using 2 apples, so it's harder. So it's cool. I'm using 2 apples.
If any parents have any questions, one thing I like to open with on that is our class sizes are usually like 1 or 2 teachers to 10 kids. So like the demos are sometimes a little bit busier or louder, but there's let's see. So actually, I want to open up questions for parents just because we have 9 minutes left. Does anyone have any questions about the workshops?
Brent, this is Anna.
Yes.
I have a question. I can't really tell if this is appropriate for my boys. They just turned 7. They can read and write. But I'm not sure if it would be appropriate for them. They saw the demo and they're interested. I'm not sure if this is too advanced or this is a beginner's class.
Okay. Let's see. A good challenge might be is that Pong link. See if they can play around with that.
My score was 397.
Little things.
It's hard to hear because everyone is talking.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Let me mute. Okay, I muted everyone. I think it was. Did I unmute the Anna? Is that
Yes,
the right one?
thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. So basically, I think a good test would be to just see if they feel comfortable with the Scratch interface, like if they can drag and drop a few things, if they're, able to kind of just. I'm gonna share my screen to give you a
Sure.
example. Like from a brand new Scratch game, like if I go to new file, I'm gonna send. So if you go to the Scratch website, let's start with that. If you click on the create button, like the create
Okay.
button up in the top left here, you'll get a blank. Even without logging in, you'll be able to build.
Okay.
I would think just see if they could like do something like drag, when space key is pressed and something with motion, and see if they kind of get this. If they
Yes.
can drag and drop and they're good at typing and they're good at, reading, I think they'll get the gist of it. It could be worth a try. And then, yeah.
Great, thank you.
Hope that
Yeah,
helps.
I'll have them play with it tomorrow. Thanks.
You're welcome. And also feel free to email the school and they can forward questions to us.
Yes, I
If you
will.
have any,
Thank you.
any doubts.
Thanks,
You're
Fran.
welcome. Okay, I just I unmuted everyone, so you can unmute if you'd like, or stay muted.
Hi, Brent. This is Connie. Thank you for the presentation. I have a question.
Sure.
So, in order to take the Scratch class, do they? So I understand that everyone needs to sign up for their own account. Is the account free, or is there any additional charge for?
The accounts are free for Scratch. So Scratch is through MIT. Signing up is pretty quick. And I think I've signed up for Scratch before, and like.
Can you make one first so I know how it's done?
So basically, with Scratch, if you want to create an account, that's a good question. So from the Scratch website, let me log out and go to the website. Basically, there's a Join Scratch button in the top right. If you click that, you just set a username, enter a password. So. As an example,
What happens if you show password?
You'll be able to see what's typed.
But can you change your password?
You can later. So I'm just gonna create a password.
I forget where I wrote my password. Oh, now I remember.
Next, choose the country I'm from, United States. Basically, you input your information. It doesn't take too long. And then an email address. Shit, I think that one might be. I'm not sure how many Scratch accounts I made, so I might already have used many emails. So bear with me on this part. Let's see, Brent.
Can you make?
And that's it.
Can you make one first?
So we'll send out instructions on how to, so everyone has their own account. But basically, that I already got the verification email, and I can just get started. I'm already logged in, and I can start building. With the Minecraft workshop series, you need to have
a Minecraft one?
So Minecraft's a little more involved and it involves like a checkout, but basically what we recommend is using the Java edition of Minecraft.
Can you make a new game first?
So we'll cover those topics like during the actual like workshop, but basically with the Minecraft series, like the main thing is with when you get to the more advanced levels of build it yourself, the Java edition is needed for like the plugins and mods when we get to that point. For 101, it could be a little more lenient, but I think, sorry, Scarlett, no remote control. So yeah, I recommend the Java edition of Minecraft. It's cross-platform. In terms of multiplayer or mods or other things, it's useful for other workshops that we do. And we can send out information on that. So Scratch is free. And the Minecraft account, I think, is like $26. And then PowerPoint. A lot of people already have PowerPoint installed, and if not, we can make recommendations for other software that's like almost identical to PowerPoint for what we do with the lab book. So the only real cost that would have to be in addition to the workshop would just be a Minecraft account. All right, we have 2 minutes left. If we have, more questions, I can stay on a little bit longer with, so no problem. And then if you think of anything, even after the meeting ends, feel free to forward those to the school and we can relay answers to you. I see Scarlett. Yes, you have your hand up. Yes, Scarlett. Go ahead. You can unmute too, by the way. I really like what I'm seeing, by the way. Is this Horace Chen? Okay, awesome. So you can customize the background. Looks really cool.
Did anyone see that?
Yeah, it looks really cool. I love the design.
Okay, let's see. Slowy pie.
All right. Do any other parents have questions? Scarlett, go ahead. Let me unmute you. I think you're unmuted, but make sure I don't have. Okay, I clicked on mute on your name, so you should be. Okay, go ahead, Scarlett.
I don't know how to my share the screen doesn't. Can you share screen first?
I see. Morris, really good work. Could you stop sharing? We'll let Scarlett share. I think she wants to share what she made. Way to go. This is really cool. Well, I'm going to share for a second just so I can stop the screen share. Okay. Oh, I see a question from Steven in chat. So I believe it starts at the beginning of September. I think it's.
Let's share the screen again.
I think it's September 5th. It's going to be in the morning. I'm not sure the exact time in the morning yet, but the school is going to finalize those details. And it is a virtual class. Yes, it will be online through Zoom. There'll be I have 6 questions. Okay.
Can I make a new game?
Yeah, go for it. And Morris, could you stop sharing so Scarlett could share?
I'm making a game where a paddle.
Oh, unmute you.
I'm making a game like.
Okay, everyone should be able to unmute themselves.
I have a question.
Yes, go for it.
Will you teach how to download mods?
Good question. Okay, so at Minecraft 101, we focus on architecture and design. By Build It Yourself, we actually have 4 different levels that we might be able to bring to the school. So we have Minecraft 101, which we introduced to you. Then we have 2 engineering programs with Minecraft that really mirror electrical engineering. And you use Minecraft to build circuits, basically using advanced redstone. 102 and 103 is just an evolution of using engineering. And then Minecraft 104 is basically server management. It's a lot like running a server for like a web app or for like a website. And what we do there is we'll actually teach you how to set up the server software, install plugins and mods. So that one might be something we can bring to the school if there's enough interest. Yes, Scarlett. Okay. So just going back to the timing, Shafei, I know you made look at the school and the timing, but I believe it's going to be 1 hour on the Saturday morning, and I believe it will go for 8 workshops for each of the different workshops.
Say it again, Brent. That is correct. That is correct. That is correct. Yeah,
so
9 to 10
8 hours
o'clock
total.
Saturday morning. An hour.
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you for supporting me there in chat. Awesome. All right.
But that's already.
So any other, Scarlett, feel free to unmute yourself. All right. Let's see. Justin, I see your hands up. Do you still have a question, or was that the other question? Oh, and Scarlett, you have to click unmute to be able to talk, or you could type in the chat box if you're having trouble. And Morris, I think Scarlett wants to share her screen, but you can't share if someone else is sharing. So I'm gonna try to unshare one more time, and then I will stop sharing to see if Scarlett can. Lawrence, I think you're unmuted. You just have to click unmute manually on Zoom. So we can't force your mic on, but everyone should be able to unmute themselves. I think others have been able to, so try again, Lawrence. I cannot unmute. I'm not sure why. Let me see. Okay, so I'm clicking on, oh, wait, unmute. Try, okay, I think you're unmuted, Lawrence. All right, Lawrence, I think you can, you mute us so we can't. Oh, okay. It says all participants unmuted. I think a pop-up will appear on your screen. You can click unmute.
Okay, that's perfect. And I think we've unshared my screen, right?
Yes, yes. Really good work, Morris. And let's see. So, any other questions about the workshops?
Okay. Chinese INEFE.
All right. I think we can. Wait, everyone's muted again? I'm sorry. I'm not sure why everyone is muted again. Unmute. Okay, you should be able to unmute.
Hi, it's Justin's mom. I just wonder for the workshop, would you have like homework for the kids after each session? And if so, how long usually you would expect the homework will cost? Like say 2 hours or a week, 1 hour a week or something?
That's a great question. I like to think of it as fun work because we always say put school before the workshop, assignments. And also like to think of it as fun versus work. But yeah, we do have some assignments we'll give the kids. And basically it will vary based on like how fast the kids learn the skills. But I wouldn't think they should take more than a couple hours. I would think downward of 2 hours for sure. So like we'll show the tricks in the class. Most of the time we'll get like the programming components and stuff like that finished. But then we might, draw, for instance, like the scratch games. We might show them how to draw in the class. We'll work on drawing a character together. Then we'll show animation. And then we'll say, try to have your animation finished for next week, which will be like posed in a few different frames. So there's nothing usually too involved. So it shouldn't be too, shouldn't disrupt too much if there's like homework or other activities going on, like sports or anything. And if they don't come back, the next week with it, we're not really like, there's no pressure necessarily to finish that before schoolwork, if that helps.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Okay, Lawrence, I see you still saying you can't unmute. I think others are able to mute and unmute themselves right now. So put in chat if you have any questions, because you were unmuted a moment ago. But we can answer your question in chat, Lawrence. I love this. It looks better. Good work. Hacking the game's not always, I guess, making it easier, but sometimes you can hack the visuals too. All right, excellent. All right, so if we don't have any other questions, I think we can wrap here. Anyone that needs to go, feel free to do so. You know, feel free to follow up with the school if you have any other questions or if you want to register. We're really looking forward to building with you guys. You guys seem like a great bunch, and I think I see that definitely have some great coders already here.
Great. Helen, thank you for bringing everyone together.
Thank you, John. I just want to add, today is the last day for early bird registration. So if students, family are interested in this, and as well as other Brooklyn Chinese School classes, check into Brooklyn Chinese School website and then register for the early bird.
Great. Thank you, Helen.
Thank you so much, John. It's fun.
Happy building.
Yeah,
Nice to see you in our Minecraft.
I see a lot of energy, and the kids love it.
Okay.
Bye.
Guys.
One quick thing. So Anna put a comment to me in chat, and I want to address it to everyone just so you guys know. With the demos like this, we usually have a lot of people in the demos, but in our actual workshops, we usually keep the numbers to around 10 kids in a workshop. Helen, do we have a cap on enrollment for the actual class itself?
Right now, we don't, but we'll see. Probably 30 is the cap.
In order for our workshops to be interactive, we try to keep less than 12 in the room.
Okay, let's keep it 12, and if it's the need, we can offer twice.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, we'd rather divide and give a really interactive experience.
Yeah, we divide into 2 groups. Okay, offer 2 different times.
Yep.
Depending on the numbers.
Right.
Excellent. And I wanted to address that because I saw that in chat, and I think that's important to know that it will be much smaller, you know, and interactive. We'll be able to give, you know, more attention to questions. So yeah, don't let that yeah.
When backdrop switch to red bottom.
All right. So guys, I'm gonna close the meeting room. If there's no other questions, look forward to building with you in the fall.
All right. Thank you again, Helen.
Are you
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
We
Thank you so much. Excellent. Have a good weekend.
Thank you. You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye. Steve.